Hello, myself Sunil Ramakrishna. Here basically we are discussing about the city creation. In this basically we are discussing that what is the status of Earth planet basically. Status of Earth planet means how many earthquake basically has connected to the Earth planet basically. Then he told that that we need to check basically. So this is the status of the Earth planet basically. Turkey, Chile. See basically. Japan is also there, Spain is there, India is there, Meghalaya is there basically. Just now basically occurred. See, Russia basically is there, Chile is there, New Zealand is there, Greece is there, Spain is there, Mexico is there, Turkey, Assam, India, Bangladesh. So another person told that basically what actually this is here actually. One of the person asked the question basically what actually this is. So to explain this basically we need to understand this basically. What is this basically? What is this? This thing basically how the sand created basically. That is this much. And this data is given by whom? This data is basically given by Oxford group basically, and that group basically contains nuclear power company group also. That group contains the nuclear power company group also, and that type basically are some highly basically qualified group basically are connected with that, and they're basically the professor are also basically highly qualified, and they're the people basically who are getting the training basically they are very highly qualified people basically. They are basically working there basically and getting the training also basically. So experts only basically can join that group basically. Only because it's very tough now basically. You are creating actually what basically sand, and sand is going to connect to what basically? It's going to connect to the planet creation basically. It is directly going to generate the planet creation. It's going to generate directly the chain of the planet basically. And if you are creating this basically, if you have reached up to this level basically, that means you have already connected the planet's creation. So it's not so easy basically. Lots of people says that yeah, not so easy basically. So if you are creating this much data basically, that means you should know each and everything of the earth planet basically. Then only basically you can create. Because you don't know basically when that your sand is going to connect to which of the blood cells basically. It might possible that basically some Akbar Birbal king's times blood cells basically might connect to your land basically. It might possible basically. It might possible that Akbar Birbal basically. Akbar Birbal means this person basically. Lots of people I asking basically who is Akbar Birbal? Akbar Birbal. Akbar Birbal story basically. See basically. Akbar and Birbal. So these all are two basically. It might possible that Akbar and Birbal basically might connect. That group basically might connect to your land basically. That energy basically, that basically, but history never ends basically. That is 100% sure. So these two basically also might be there, where basically somewhere basically in the land basically might be basically 100% not sure basically, because when the history basically can connect to any of the area basically, it's not possible. If anything basically happens to these two data basically, then Microsoft will be responsible basically. then the Microsoft, this group basically will be responsible, and this group will be responsible, because this is history basically, and history basically, if Microsoft is connecting to the history, sorry, this group basically are connected to the Microsoft, and if it's anything happening to this group basically, then Microsoft will be responsible basically, and that is going to affect to entire Microsoft energy basically. So this everything basically might be tested long before basically. Why? Because the Microsoft already basically connected to how many years basically, just a minute. Microsoft established date in 1975 basically it was established. So it's already how many years? (2013 minus 1975 basically. 1975. It's more than 38 years basically. So it's more than 38 years. So 38 years means it might have already tested long. So each and every day basically of Microsoft basically are tough day basically. That also you can say basically, because you have to connect with each and every history basically, because you should know that basically how many history basically is active in this world basically, because you don't know basically the plan of the people basically when they are going to connect to the you basically. So for that basically you should be ready basically. So 100% it would be ready only basically. That's why basically he created this basically. That's why basically he created this. That's why basically he created this. See this. Then basically one of the person told that basically, if this whole thing was basically created, sand is created, tree is created, then basically what are the things basically which he need, Microsoft need to create basically. Then he told that sand, then fire, that is basically arg, then basically lava, then water, then trees, then medicines, then disease basically always gets creates, then lights, then powers, then earthquake. In short basically all powers basically which exist in this world basically, all power which exist in the world. So earthquake is one power, yes, fire is one power, lava blast is one power, water is one power, because flood basically will when you see the flood basically, then you can able to understand that water is also one of the power. Tree basically is power, tsunami basically, medicine is also one power, disease are also basically, see in corona basically more than 50 crore people basically died. Powers are also basically power, earthquakes are also basically powers, and all types of powers basically, that are this above basically. So next video basically we are going to see a little bit more about this point, that is this all powers which basically Microsoft has created basically already.